Hi there, this is Jay-Z. Well, I want to do a review of a very, very famous song known as The Buffalo Soldier. Now, this is a song that was originally done by Bob Marley. I don't know if I should say originally done, but it's actually a song that is made famous by Bob Marley. And it was actually written by Bob Marley and Spotty King. His other name is George Williams. So Bob Marley did the song in 1978, and 3 years later he died. So the song was only released in 1983. All right, and as you know, Bob Marley was a Jamaican musician, very, very famous Jamaican musician. He's still famous today. But recently, a man from Malawi, Giddes Chalamanda, 92 years old. Giddes Chalamanda claims that the song Buffalo Soldier was his creation. Now that's very interesting because Giddes Chalamanda is 92 years old and is not as famous as Bob Marley. In fact, I looked at Bob Marley's Buffalo Soldier and I saw it's got about 210 million views. And Giddes Chalamanda's Buffalo Soldier has about 200,000 views. That's pretty good, really, for a 92-year-old man. Okay, he didn't sing the song when he was 92. He claims he did the song in 1974. And he says he did the song 4 years before Bob Marley recorded it. Now, so what I want to do today is I want to play both songs on this channel. So we're going to listen to Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. And once we listen to Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley, we'll go to Buffalo Soldier by Giddes Chalamanda. Giddes Chalamanda may not be famous like Bob Marley, but in the 1970s, 1960s, and 1950s, he was very, very famous. So famous that he managed to record a Buffalo Soldier song that went international. Okay? It was a big song in the 70s. Giddes Chalamanda was famous in the 1950s in a country called the Federation of Rhodesian Nyasaland. This is Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. They were like one country, one federation. So Giddes Chalamanda would move from Zimbabwe, he would move to Zambia, and he would move to Malawi freely because it was just one country. So he was famous those days, and he continued to sing in the 60s and 70s. And recently he did a very, very interesting song, Lineho. It's a song about, he talks about a young boy that is very hardworking and very wise, and yeah, he sings like that. But let's listen to the Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley first. Now remember, Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley talks about, he sings about the soldiers being taken from Africa, then taken to America, more like slavery, the journey of slavery. Whereas Buffalo Soldier by Giddes Chalamanda is a song that talks about him wanting to go to America when he grows up. It's a song of a boy wanting to make up some money and travel to America when he grows up. That was his dream was when he was a kid. By the way, he did realize that dream and he eventually went to America, but of course he is in Malawi now. So let's listen to Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. I'll put it on right now and I want you to listen to it very, very carefully. I'm not going to play the full song, but just bits and pieces of Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. So here we go. Buffalo Soldier. Okay, so that's how Bob Marley starts his song. It starts off with the trumpets. Buffalo Soldier. Like Rasta. It was a Buffalo Soldier in the heart of America. So he sings Buffalo Soldier. The lyrics are completely different. It's nothing like Giddes Chalamanda's Buffalo Soldier, but the rhythms are identical. Okay, now that was Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. Now I want us to listen to Buffalo Soldier by Giddes Chalamanda. It's completely okay. When you hear it for the first time, obviously you will say it's a completely different song, but I want you to be the judge right at the end. So let's listen to it. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to Giddes Chalamanda's Buffalo Soldier. So it will sound like a very different song when you hear it, but let's just listen to it. And I want you to be the judge right at the end. Here we go. Bob Marley puts the trumpets here. Okay, there's a bit of a melody that is slightly different than the Bob Marley melody, but just listen to it. Listen to it. Sounds different. Sounds different. Okay, Buffalo Soldier. What about America? Buffalo Soldier. Okay, let me pause it right there. Let me take you back to Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. I want you to hear something. Okay, let's go to Buffalo Soldier. Let's go to Jamaica. Here we are, back in Jamaica. Here we go. So, Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta. Can you hear that? There was a Buffalo Soldier in the heart of America. Okay, now Bob Marley says Buffalo Soldier, and then Giddes Chalamanda says Buffalo Soldier. So that's where the difference is. Let me. Here's Bob Marley. Listen to the Bob Marley one. Stolen from Africa. Okay, here you go. Buffalo Soldier. Okay, there's Bob Marley. He says Buffalo Soldier. So I want to take you back to Giddes Chalamanda. Here we go. Now, Giddes Chalamanda says Buffalo Soldier. Bob Marley says Buffalo Soldier. So the melody is different, but the tune is the same. Let me sing Buffalo Soldier using this tune, and then you're gonna hear that it's actually the same song. Now here's Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. I'll join in just now. Buffalo Soldier, in the heart of America. So he says Buffalo Soldier, So it sounds if you take out the melody from both songs and leave it with the rhythms only, you will see that these actually are similar songs. Let me forward it a bit, and I'll put it right here at 150. I want you to listen to something that Bob Marley's song. Okay, this is Buffalo Soldier by. Okay, this is interesting because in Bob Marley's Buffalo Soldier, there's a part where he says, "Oh yo, oh yo," and now Giddes Chalamanda sings the same part, but he says, "Oh yo." This is where Bob Marley says, "Oh you." Let me take you back to Bob Marley, and let's listen to Bob Marley's song. I will forward it a bit. Okay, so we heard the part where Giddes Chalamanda says, "Oh yo," where he says, "Oh yo," but Bob Marley says, "Oh yo." So I want to take you back to that. So let's listen to the Buffalo. Deities are today. Beautiful. That's the part. Okay, let me take you back to Giddes Chalamanda's song, and let's sing the Oi Yo. Here's Giddes Chalamanda's part where there's a Giddes Chalamanda's part where he sings Oi Yo. Okay, I like this part because it's very, very similar. Remember, Giddes Chalamanda sang this part. Okay, so Giddes Chalamanda sang this, oh yo yo yo, oh yo yo. He sang this part in 1974, right? 1974. And 4 years later, Bob Marley sings a very, very similar song. And Bob Marley miraculously adds a part. Here's the part. In the war for America, Look, I don't know about you, but I've listened to both songs, and I feel that you can sing Bob Marley's Buffalo Soldier, you can sing it over Buffalo Soldier by Giddes Chalamanda, and you can sing Giddes Chalamanda's Buffalo Soldier over Bob Marley's song. The only difference with these songs, from the way I see it, is that one is reggae, and the other one has an African beat to it. That's the only difference. So that's it. You go and listen to the songs and you be the judge. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel when you can, so that when I do more reviews of different songs, I'll let you know. Big ups.